let's get straight into it. Ready? It's been a minute since I talked to my twinski. I love saying that, y'all. I don't know when I started saying that, but now I say it at the beginning of my videos now, so I hope you like it. But anyways, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kenzie. I am bringing a video to you guys today that is a bit more deeper than my usual videos. I've been uploading a few, like, you know, helpful videos, you know, some vlogs lately, but this one in particular is going to be a little bit more close to home. I have been a little bit hesitant on uploading this just because I didn't know if I had enough knowledge on it. I don't know if you guys had that one teacher that was like, you can't teach it to somebody else until you know it enough yourself. So that's the kind of mindset that I was in for a little while. But as you can see by the title, this is going to be a 6-month transformation video. This is going to be for your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, girl. So I'm going to be explaining to you guys just a few simple steps and some things that you can actually implement into your life today. No money, no risk. You don't need anybody else but yourself, your mind, and your body for this, and the will to work, okay? You gotta be willing to put in the work for yourself, okay? Y'all know my channel is all about self-love and just getting your life together and keeping it up to par, you know, maintaining all of this stuff, just living your best life for you. So I love to show you guys how to do that. As of today, I feel like I have enough knowledge to go ahead and share with you guys some of the things that I implemented into my life about a year and a half ago that completely transformed my mindset and my perspective on life. Warning, once you watch this video, there's no going back. And I say that because once you know this information, even if you don't use it or implement it right away, once you know the knowledge and the curtain is unveiled to you, you kind of just can't ignore it anymore. You know what I'm saying? This video is highly effective and will, I know for a fact, I know for a 100%, 100% fact that it will, in fact, change your life. So I have my journal here, y'all. This has freaking months, y'all, months worth of notes and just everything in here. Like, everything is in here. And I also have a few notes on my phone that keeps me, everything is already organized for you guys. So as I'm looking at it right now, it looks like about 10 things that I want to talk to you guys about. This is not going to be a long drawn out video. I know this intro is kind of long, but I needed to explain how this video was going to work. This is not going to be a very long video. I really just want to let you guys know, put y'all on to some things. I'm going to explain it to you in the most simplest way possible that I can put it into words. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this video. So you guys, the reason that this video is titled 6-month transformation and not like more or less, this can take up to as many months or as many years as you need to, but it can also take up to as little as a few days or a few weeks. I don't recommend that just because some of the things that I'm about to explain to you, it takes a little more time to go deeper into yourself to realize some of these things. So the number one thing that I want to start with is, let's first and foremost start off with the intention. What do you intend to do and what do you intend to get out of this situation, okay? Everyone comes across that point in their life when they come in a crossroad or they're at rock bottom and they just don't know where to go. And so when you come up with that plan, or you actually start figuring out things and what your goals are and what your achievements are, you start to make these plans and you start to go for it. You just start to go for it. You start doing this and that and this and just start checking things off the checklist. And that is very great, but you really need to make sure that you do every single step with intention. Make sure you take every single step with intention, okay? Having goals and dreams are really good, and acting on them is even greater. But to actually progress and achieve those goals, you have to make sure everything is with intent and so much intention. You have to make sure that you are following along with everything you do. Basically saying, move with the purpose or don't move at all, because there's no point of not moving with intention because you're wasting your time. Simple as that. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, so the next thing I want to explain to you guys is try some new things, okay? And what I mean by that is basically like shock the system, like get out of the loop. This could be anything from like your wardrobe, your diet, the things you watch, the people you hang around, the type of music you listen to. Try as many new things as possible to expand your horizon and open up your mind a little bit wider, because there's infinite things in this world that you can explore. The more you explore, the more that you'll know what you like and what you don't like. Okay, so the next one is for my people that have anxiety. This is a real thing and you should not ignore it. So for my people with anxiety, drop it. I know it's so much better said than done, but in order to change your life and see results, you have to be your own coach. And what I mean by that is, it's all or nothing. You cannot be shy anymore. You cannot be afraid anymore. Please, please, please listen to me. You cannot be shy and you cannot be afraid to achieve what you want. The more you are afraid and the more you shy away from things that you really, really, really want to do, the more you're going to be stuck in the exact same place. And what I mean by when I say be your own coach, I don't mean like, you know, the little stuff like, oh yes, I love you, you got this, like, you're amazing. That's good, but that should already be implemented into your day-to-day life. You know, that's just self-love. What I mean by being your own coach is, I mean holding yourself accountable, not letting you slip into any of your old patterns, recognizing when you are slipping into your old patterns, having strict boundaries and sticking to them, having goals and sticking to them, and not being so hard on yourself to the point of exhaustion or burnout. But if you are your own coach, you are the only person in this world that knows exactly where you want to go and how you want to do it. So there's no better coach to have rather than yourself. And I don't mean bully when I say that. Do not bully yourself into the next step, okay? Do not be mean. Do not be cruel to yourself. At the end of the day, this is new to you and we are all learning. All of us get to that point where we have no idea what we're doing. So do not be rude to yourself. Don't be mean to yourself. Don't beat up on yourself. But hold yourself accountable. Don't beat around the bush. When it comes to something, especially yourself, stand on it and make sure you stand on it. And the more you stand on it, the more other people will. All you need to do is learn from your mistakes and become a better person from it. In order to become a different person, you have to learn how to. So be easy on yourself, but still be firm. You can't put a ballerina on a track field and expect them to win the race. Like, you know. Alright y'all, so the next one is set your standards. Expect more and accept less, okay? Expectations are valuable, they hold you accountable, and they make everything a little bit more organized and easier. Now, expectations are very, very, very good for goal setting and everything. But another thing that you need to remember is, I don't even know how to word this. The best way that I can put it is expect what you want, but don't expect the results, okay? Have an expectation of what you want your life and your goals to look like. Kind of fall back from having the expectation of the results, and that will help you not focus on it so much, because I've noticed that when we detach from things a little bit more, they start to come in a little bit easier. I know I'm not alone on this one, right? But overall, expectations are still something good to have under your belt, just so you know what you want your things to look like. And if they don't look like that, you need to up your game. All right, so the next one I want to bring up is study your future self, okay? When you first sit down and you write down all the things you want to do and become and accomplish and achieve, what does that person or what does that version of yourself look like while you are doing it, okay? You have to study that part of yourself. You need to know the person that you want to become, basically. Know how they act, know how they react to things, know how they think, know what they want, know what they don't want. Try not to focus on that part too much. Study the new identity that you want and practice at it every single day until it becomes your first nature. Step out of your comfort zone in everything. If you came to this video to be coddled and say, oh, you know, ease into it, no, don't do none of that. Step out of your comfort zone and make yourself change, okay? If you want to see change, you have to do something differently, okay? You can't say you want to meet all these new people and then sit in the house all the time. I get it, but if I can do it, so can you. I promise you, you can do it. I promise you. If you came on this video to look at this video and then stay the same, you're wasting both of our time. And you're doing a disservice to yourself and everyone who is waiting to experience the real you, because you are amazing. I know for a fact that the real you, the one that really wants to come out, is so amazing. And it sucks that we have let the world beat some of the encouragement and the confidence out of us. Well, not me, but like, you know. But this is why I am making this video, to let you know that you don't have to be that way anymore, okay? You do not have to let the world run your life anymore. All right, the next thing you need to do is probably like my favorite one, make you the main character of your own movie, okay? What I mean by that is be selfish. And I don't want you guys to take that the wrong way. Me personally, I don't think being selfish is wrong, because the more you pour into yourself, the more you can pour into others. Me personally, I am a very caring and compassionate person, and I love helping the people that I care about. And so it got to a point in my life where I didn't know where I was going and I didn't know what I was doing. So then I couldn't help or give advice or talk to anybody around me because I didn't have my own stuff together. So once I got everything in line for myself and I knew exactly what I wanted, I knew exactly where I was going, I knew what I wanted to do, it helped me build myself up to the point where I could help you guys, including as well as my family and my friends and my relationships. Everything just started to flow naturally because of the fact that I knew where I was going. Once you navigate exactly where you are going, it's easier to stay on track, basically. It's easier to stay on the path that you know that you are meant to go on. And of course, life is going to happen. Things are going to come out on the side, but as long as you keep your head facing forward, if you are a caring person or a compassionate person or someone that loves to help others, even if you're not, just make sure that you are at the forefront of everything you do, because the more you pour into yourself, the more you can pour into everything in your life. Is going to start flowing out of you to your business. If you want to be an entrepreneur, your job, if you want to upgrade your job, or what is it called? Be promoted. If you want to help a friend out, if you want to help your family out, just so I can be there for them, or I can show up for the people that I loved more. That was a big motivation. If that helps you, find something that really motivates you and do it for yourself as well as them. So the next one that I'm going to talk about is very important, just like the last, is you need to drop what is draining your energy. One of the first things I learned when I was changing my, not identity, but the way I perceived life was, your energy is very sacred to you, okay? It's very, very, very sacred to you. You need to really pay attention to what is taking away your energy versus what is giving you energy. And that was one of the first lists. That was one of the first lists that I put into this journal. Was I split up a page, and on one side I wrote what was draining my energy, and on the other side I wrote what was giving me energy, what was making me feel better, and what was making me feel worse. And the minute I started to identify those things, that list that said it was draining my energy, it came off the page. Anything that is draining your energy is no longer serving you, and you need to immediately drop it. That includes family, that includes friends, that includes relationships, that includes places that you are, jobs that you work, anything. I'm not saying that you have to do it tomorrow, but start getting in line things that you can see and identify, like, that are not serving you anymore, and drop them. Like, why is it there? I'm trying to figure out, why is it there? If it's not boosting your energy or helping you in any way, shape, or form, it shouldn't be there. If anything, if it's not helping you, it shouldn't be there. And if it's definitely making it worse, if it's making your situation worse or making it harder, drop it. I don't know why we have to be told to do those things, but for some reason, some people are just stuck in the loop of suffering, and they think that if they go through this like hard time, this tough time, that there's this rainbow at the end. No, if it's draining your energy now, it's going to continue to drain your energy. So drop it. Simple as that. Instead, find people who uplift you and who encourage you and who hold you accountable, that also respect your boundaries and also trust your judgment, okay? And people who just bring the love out of you. Find people who bring the best parts of you out, okay? Please, 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 please find the people that bring the best parts out of yourself. You will notice it immediately, because once you drop the people that don't see the best out of you, once I dropped the people that were bringing negativity in my life and putting these bad ideas in my head and weren't supporting me and would make these backhanded compliments about my goals and my dreams and the way that I was living my life and my perspectives and the things that I believed in, once I dropped them, life is great. So don't ever hesitate to drop anything that is draining your energy, you guys. You have to understand, you can't do anything without your authentic energy. You can't do any of the things that I'm telling you in this video if you don't have any energy for it, okay? So drop the people that are draining you. Next. So the last couple of topics that I'm going to be bringing up is all about how your energy should be surrounding while you are going through this, what is it called? Transitioning. In this transitioning state, your energy should be very close to you. It should feel very comforting. Don't ever forget to be patient with yourself. Like I said, this is something new. It will be uncomfortable at first because it's going to feel fake. It's going to feel like a facade. It's going to feel like it's not natural. But the more you do it, the human body, in fact, was meant to adapt to the things that it is done with repetition. So the more you do it, the more that it will come to you, the more that you will feel natural to it, the more that when you wake up, you won't even have to think about what you're doing. That's how easy it should be. So just remember, in the beginning, it will be uncomfortable, it will be fake, but the more repetition you put into it, the better it will feel in the long run. Okay, so the next one is giving yourself grace. Okay, like I said, these last few ones are all about emotional health and all of those things. So I want you guys to give yourself grace. Some people tend to feel like, especially in this generation where we have so many things in our face, we feel like we're running behind. No, you're just becoming, especially us in our 20s. I just turned 20 at the beginning of this year, and before I started this journey, I felt like I was so behind. I felt like everyone was moving up. I felt like I was being I felt like I was being lazy. I didn't know, but now I do. You're becoming the person that you want to be, and do not ever disregard the process and the things that you have to do in order to become that person. It is okay to take your time. It is okay to relax. It is okay to rest. Please remember, it's okay to rest. You can't do anything without rest, okay? Your body is your vessel, and you can't do anything without your body, okay? You have your soul, you have your energy, you have your brain, you have your goals and achievements, but if you do not have the vessel, the working, able vessel to do that in, you're not going nowhere, Bookie. That's why I'm so big on rest. I'm so big on listening to your body, because you can't do anything without her, or without him, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you treat your body with so much grace and so much respect. Respect yourself to the utmost, because you're putting in this work, so rest. All right, y'all, so we're at the end. Something that I want to bring up that is probably the most important of everything that I have spoken on in this video. Be loud, be real, and be you. Be unapologetically yourself. Do not ever apologize for being yourself. This is everything that this channel is about. Never make anyone ever make you feel bad for being who you are as a person to your core, okay? And never, you don't ever make anyone else feel uncomfortable or feel ashamed to be themselves around you, okay? I have this in my notes right here, and I wrote it right at the end because it is just something that is really important to me. The perspective of others' perception of you is poisoning your mind and creativity. That is like the whole point of this video. Stop explaining yourself. Stop explaining yourself. Stop explaining yourself. Stop apologizing. Do I need to say it again? Stop apologizing. Repetition and persistence is key, and never ever give up, especially not on yourself. I hope you guys listen and implement some of these things that I talked about in this video. It definitely 100% changed my perspective and the way I lived my life, and I just wanted to put you guys on, honestly. It took me a long time to actually sit down and make this video, just because I wanted to make sure that I myself used these things and made sure that I implemented these things in my life to change it, and I definitely did. I sat down and took my time to make this list for you guys, and I really encourage you guys to use some of the things. It's a game changer. I know there's a lot of videos out like this, but there's none of them like mine, and I'm really gonna put you on. And if you have any questions or any concerns or anything that you want, like one-on-one advice, I will always be here for you to explain and to help you guys through this. The number one is the comment section down below, because we are building a community that is all about this stuff, and I want all of us to help each other through this journey, because it's a very sensitive journey. The more people that you have to support, the easier it'll be. That's just my own perspective of it. I hope you loved this video and you got some type of substance out of it and some type of knowledge that you can use starting like tomorrow, even after you're finished with this video. But thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you did, I love you so much. And I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.